This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. It's 125.22, show 458. Well, what do we got in the earnings hemisphere, Nick?
Well, we had Microsoft report last night after the closing bell. That was really the first mega cap stock that reported. You know, these big mega cap companies carry a lot of weight. And the stock today is getting hit a little bit. It's only down $3 now, but it really was down sharply at the open. And, you know, it's wild action with some of these earnings announcements. After the closing bell last night, Microsoft popped all the way to around 255. And then when a couple hours later after that, Conoco was back down below where it closed. And today fell all the way down to around $231. Now it's settling in at around 239, getting a little bit of a bid. So round trip there for Microsoft. We'll see what it does by the close. Just quick note, though, tomorrow we have, or tonight after the close, we have Tesla. So everybody will be watching that one. And again, earnings season is in full gear now.
All right. Yeah, so Tesla's coming out, and it'll be interesting because they had those massive price cuts, but they were for a very short period of time in December. I doubt they'll have much impact, but who knows? So what are the markets doing today?
So today we have a pretty decent drop in the major indexes. You have the NASDAQ down 1.3%, but it was lower. So they've all come off the lows here. The spiders via the S&P 500 down about 1%, Dow down about 0.8%, and then the small Russell 2000 down about 0.8%. So markets are a little bit on the weaker side, and it's a deep tech drop on the back really of Microsoft. So that's leading things lower. I saw some weakness in energy as well. Integrated energy stocks are all lower. Exxon, Chevron, and Conoco. Actually, as we speak, Conoco has come back to the flat line, so that one's acting a little bit better. Remember, they've been the safe haven for a lot of investors, but you know, earnings season is here, Kerry. Things are going to be off the map.
All right, and we see that over and over and over again. Of course, interestingly enough, oil is up today while these stocks are selling off.
Yeah, and I think that's what helped some of these energies come off the lows. But you do have crude oil trading higher on the day, up about 1%. It was a little bit weaker, 2 hours ago, but it has definitely made a little bit of a move to the side. So oil acting a little bit better. And you know what else is acting better? Is nat gas is starting to perk up a little bit here off the low. See if that can do something, but that's another down day for nat gas. And like I said, we haven't hit the floor yet on that, so we'll see how that plays out.
All right, so gold giving back a little, but it was way down earlier, and now it's bounced back.
Yeah, gold is like a weeble wobble. It gets knocked down, but it doesn't ever fall over. And, we're seeing the same for gold. One thing I will say is that right now, we're getting more chatter about this NATO buildup. They're going to send tanks to Ukraine. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like this. And, maybe with that happening, it's hard to see gold go significantly lower, but it is overbought. So you got to be careful. I would not initiate new positions at this time. I got to tell you, nobody's really parting with their precious metals, it seems like.
Yeah, least of all the Russians and the Chinese, for sure. So finally, we'll just make it a brief session. Bitcoin pullback today.
Yeah, you got Bitcoin down a little bit today. It's had an amazing run. Be the first to admit it, but today down about 2%. I wouldn't make much out of it. I think as long as this market can continue, I think Bitcoin will hold up, maybe even push higher. But once this liquidity squeeze is over, be careful. Bitcoin, nothing has changed on these charts. The bigger pattern or the bigger time frame pattern suggests this thing is going to fall like a rock again, and it's one more leg down and a big one at that.
All right. Well, that's it for today. Make sure you go over to Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. See how he's beaten the averages for decades. Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz, email kl@kerrylutz.com. Make sure you post your comments below on the YouTube channel. And Nick, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Sounds good, Kerry. Thank you.